Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Florida State Seminoles return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, Dave. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so
He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself, because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, and not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's still 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Got his man on the right. Knocked off his feet.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pass on the way, it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line.
Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. The corners are walked up tight. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He has 60 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line, and the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Georgia going up tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's got it. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line at warp speed for 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side.
I know it was incomplete.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Dogs want to move quickly.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Trying play action. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Steps away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Line getting set on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats. just waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Wide open downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the court.
All kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, no!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick six.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Georgia going up tempo.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's White. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on second and long from the 13. He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This offense has a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They're going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown Seminoles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point is good. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and into it.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They keep attacking through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Touchdown, Florida State! And the comeback is on. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Give to the running back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These corners backing off a bit. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Finds his back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You work all off season for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate.